Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do this pattern Exeter. I am having some issues with figuring it out. I've tried a couple of times, not done so well. So we're going to try it together and see what I can come up with. If I can figure out a better way for me to do this. It may be a total fail, or it may come out fine. I don't really know. Alright, so what do I want to do? First off, you need a grid, sort of a squarish grid. So we're going to start with that. And it looks like it needs to be a pretty good size grid, just because there's a lot going on in here. So I'm going to try it like that. And I'm going to try to be relatively regular, which is, not my thing, but I'm going to try. Alright, that looks good. Let's try that. So, I think part of my problem was that I was trying to do one square at a time, and I was getting confused. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide, I'm having troubles with this as being step number one. I'm going to do one side only, and then go back and do the other side. I'm going to try that and see if that helps me any with these steps. It looks like you need to start here and go almost to the middle, not quite, but almost to the middle, from this corner to almost the middle, and from over here to exactly at the middle. So I'm going to make that middle spot, and I'm going to go over and over. And I'm going to do that in every single square. I think that might help me. Instead of doing one square and finishing it and then going on to the other square, I'm going to do all that same shape in every spot. I'm going to go over a little bit, and then right in the corner, and to the middle, over a little bit, right in the corner, to the middle, starting over a little bit, right? Oh, nope, I've done it again. That is not correct. Darn it. This row needs to be upside down from that row. Well, we're going to do it like this, and then we'll go back and do another one with it upside down. Let's see what this one looks like when it's not turned upside down in order to make this pattern here. Let's see what it does, because it's part of my problem. Clearly that's part of my problem, because I just did it wrong again. Okay. Over. And I probably might stop talking, because it's going to be one of those ones where I have to think. Okay, and then the other way, slightly off and to the middle, and right in the corner. Okay, oops. See, I didn't go slightly off again too. That's been my other issue. Is I tend to want to go from the corner to the middle, but it needs to be offset just a little bit to the middle, and the corner to the little bit off. And this is what you do when you're trying to learn a new pattern and it just isn't coming. You just keep trying, and eventually I will get it. And meanwhile, while I'm playing with it, I may come up with a variation that I like just as well. A little bit over into the middle, a little corner. I didn't quite make it to the middle of that one. A little bit over to the middle. A little bit over. A little bit over. Alright, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is to turn this around and do it again going behind. So there's the middle. There's a little bit over, and I want to connect that like that. And then like this. Oops, that should have gone over here. See? Once again, I'm having some sort of spatial planning issue with this one. I don't know if it's just, I am not too sure what it is about this one that is causing me to have this issue. Excuse me. Oh, and maybe I didn't have it wrong? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I didn't have it wrong. Just to go to there. And that one, I want it to connect to this one. Alright, so this one goes up and over to there. And this one comes and attaches to that one. Yeah? I think so. Let's do all of them that same way. This one comes to here. And this one goes to the corner. Yeah. Okay. This one comes to here. It's easier when there seems to be one previous that I can kind of connect to. That's been helping, sort of, I think. It goes to there. This one comes up and goes to the corner. This one went to there. This one up into the corner. Same thing. This one to there. This one to the corner. This one to there. And this one to the corner. Yeah. This one, this particular pattern looks really, really cool. I so wish I could get a good grasp on it, but it is definitely playing with my head. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it and I are not getting along quite so well. Oh. Alrighty then. I didn't have to do one upside down. Maybe that was my other problem. I thought I had to do some of them upside down in order to get the pattern right, which is part of why I didn't get the pattern right, I think. Okay, this one comes up and not quite to the corner, and that one goes to the corner. Yeah. Up and not quite to the corner. Up and to the corner. Up and not quite. Up and in the corner. Up and not quite. Oops, my phone's turning off on me, which of course it will do because, you know, it's a phone and that's what it's supposed to do. To there, and here, to there. Is that the same? It's not. it's close, but it's not. It's interesting how that it looks different. One row does have to go upside down to start. Otherwise, they're linking funny. This one has one clearly on the outside all the way around. I see that shape, but one's on the outside and then half of it's on the underside. So it's linking different. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, this comes up and goes to here. That's becoming easier for me. Sure, I've got all my lines connected here. This comes up and goes to there. This one comes up and goes to there. And this one, draw behind. Like that. Interesting. Not exactly the same, but not bad. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so then in these triangular shapes here, you want to make an aura. For me, those are very tiny. Is that how you guys has turned out? I don't know. You'll have to tell me if this is really working or not. What are these shapes? I guess that's right. And that's what it looks like. Maybe it'll look better after I shade it. I don't know. It's one of those patterns I'm not sure if I really care for. But, you know, that's okay too. If you do a pattern and it's one that just doesn't flow for you, it's not one that goes easy for you. You know, just don't stick it in your bag of tricks. I definitely want in my bag of tricks the things that go easy for me, because it shouldn't be hard. If it's hard and it makes your head hurt, then it's the wrong tangle for you. It's just the wrong pattern. If you are very geometrically minded and precision is your thing, then this one might be the absolute best one for you, and you just go for it, and it's one that you find fun, and then that's great too. Just, I don't know, I'm having a hard day with it. Let's see, how do I want to shade this? Guess I want to do, I don't know, there and there. Is that what I want to do? Guess so. Just a little bit, not a lot. Okay. Yeah, this way, this way, this way. This side is this way. This side is this way. Alright. So, just getting this a little shade. and see if I like it any better. Sometimes I don't like one and then I shade it and then I think it comes to life and I prefer it. So you never know. Well, it's not. I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know if I like it. I don't know if I don't like it. It's just there. What do you guys think? Do you like what has just come out? Because I'm not sure I do. I don't know. But it doesn't look like that. Maybe that's my frustration, is that it doesn't quite look like the pattern. Do you believe that this second row needed to be quote-unquote upside down for the pattern to go the way it shows here, and maybe I'd like it better that way? So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to try again. Alright, so let's try that one more time. Let me do, I don't know, maybe it's just, I just don't know how to make this better for me. Usually I can figure out how to draw a pattern in such a way that I feel comfortable and happy with it. I just don't understand why this time it's fighting me. Yeah, let's just try again. What the heck? I need an extra row. Yeah, I think I need an extra row here. Didn't make my grid big enough. We're going to go make it nice and big, and we're going to try this again. Alright. Okay, let's give this a second go. From here to the middle. From here to the middle. Here to the middle. Here to the middle. Skip that row. Here to the middle. Here to the middle, here to the middle, here to the middle. Yeah? Alright. And a V. Not all the way to the corner. Make sure we skip that row. Eventually, I will get this. I will either get it or completely abandon it, one or the other. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do that again, going the other way. So from here to the middle. Make these V's. Not quite into the corner. Okay, so far I'm liking this better. This is feeling more comfortable, more zen-like for me. I don't have to think quite as hard doing it this way. So perhaps that was part of my problem, is I was doing too many steps in one step. That looks better already. It looks better to me. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it back around, and I'm going to do this part. Here and here, here and here, all the way around. Same thing, skip a row, go here and here, here and here, here and here. I'm already feeling much more comfortable, confident with this. Okay, and then flip it over and do the other side from the corner to that spot, corner to that spot. See, this doesn't bother me. The fact that this isn't the same width all the way around, that doesn't bother me. It might bother some people. This is super tight, super evenly spaced. Evenly spaced doesn't bother me. That wasn't the issue that I was having with it. It was just that it seemed to be fighting me. And it kept yelling, no, 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 that's not right. I don't know if you've ever had your page yell at you like that before, but wow, that was uncomfortable. Usually my page is telling me, I need this, I need that. It's not usually yelling at me and saying, no, 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 you're doing it wrong. Okay, so now we need the other step. Correct? Correct. What is the easiest way for my brain to think about this? Easiest for me to do that way, coming downward. So I'm going to do this other row. I'm going to start here. And I want it not quite in the middle. Right? And I want to make a V. Yeah, it's that V shape that I was having issues with. I needed just the V to start with. Oh yeah, this is much better for my brain. And it's really weird how I can tell how my brain is getting a Zen thing out of this compared to this, and it's not that much different. But I can totally tell the difference. Okay, I need to skip one, and I need to go here. And here. Yep. So if you've come across a pattern that you're just not getting, break it down into smaller steps. This had too many steps for me in one step, and it was causing me distress. You don't want distress. Yeah, you don't want distress. Distress is bad. Okay, so now on this next row, I can go to here, and I can just go right to that, and make these diamond-like shapes. Totally. I wish you were in my brain and you could totally understand how all of a sudden this pattern is no longer fighting me. Very, very strange, but it's absolutely what's happening in my head. No longer fighting me. And I'm no longer having to really super hard think about it. My brain is not hurting anymore. You know, I'm no longer doing math in my head. I'm now doing art. Don't know about anybody else, but math always made my head hurt. Art did not. Alright, so now I want to make that, I want to aura that shape up into the corners. I can do that. Now that that first line is there, I can kind of just go around and do that all the way. I don't even have to think. This is awesomeness. Right? Right to the corner, around, and up to that corner. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So much easier on my head. and go all the way around here and up to that corner and down and around here. Should I skip that spot so I have that overlap? And even if I did this pattern the other way, where they intertwined this way rather than this one layer being on top of the other layer, still I would draw it this way because my brain is totally digging drawing it this way instead. Yes, indeed. Somebody on one of the Facebook pages said it looks like a stained glass window, and it does kind of remind you of that. Oh yeah, okay, that I prefer that. And now the question is, whoops, where'd it go? I hit one too many buttons. There it is. Do I want these triangles? And if I do I want them shaded differently? Maybe that was my issue also. Maybe I didn't shade them the way they say they want to be shaded. Maybe they want to be shaded in a different fashion. Let's see. Oops. I haven't really turned this tile much. I turned it upside down, but I'm not really having to turn it a lot. I could turn it this way. Maybe it would look better to my eye. Well, that's strange. You turn it that way, it looks different. Okay, that's a freaky thing. And maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to draw it going sideways. And maybe that's the way I need to decide that it needs to lay for me. Instead of laying with these things going vertically, maybe my brain likes them going horizontally. Don't really know. We'll have to play with that too. And if I think about this more as an actual structure, as maybe as a framework or a wrought iron railing or something, maybe I'll shade it differently this time instead of just doing the overlap. Okay. Alright, I'm going to tell myself that these are, well, obviously these are in front of these, but that this is a structure and that you'll see the shadow of that structure right there. Sun's coming this way, and the shadow of that structure is going to be right on this side. So on this side is going to be right there, and on this side it's going to be here. It's going to be on this side, on this interior curve. Go all the way to there. I should have gone all the way to there on these. Oh, I can fix that. Oh, I did do that. Huh. Alright, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Good job, Dono. Okay. And then these are on the outside. And these are on the inside. And these are on the outside. Because I'm saying the sun's coming from here, and this, whatever this is casting a shadow on this thing that's behind. Okay, we'll try it like that and see what, blend those out and see what that does to my eye and see if I like it any better. I do like that better. That's more me. See how shading and the way you decide to shade can totally change the look of an item. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that better. Okay. Now that it's stopped fighting me, I like it better. I still think it needs a little bit more right here on this side. Right there. Just a teensy tiny bit. Not a lot. That will overwhelm it and make it not right. But it does need to show that that one's in front of that one. Okay. Just blend that out a little bit. Make sure they all get blended. If you don't remember to blend, that's what causes, oops, I missed a whole row here. Okay. So it causes issues if you forget to blend. Your eye then sees this line instead of a shadow. And you want to see a shadow or a shading, not a straight line. Little tiny bit. Doesn't take much. Oh goodness. Okay, that is way better. I like it. Like it like that. Now that I'm happy with it, I can sign it. And this is Exter. And it does look different when you hold it that way as compared to that way. That is strange. I think I like it better actually that way. You know, you do what you need to do in your own drawing.